As Little Bear ventured out of his cozy den, he was filled with curiosity and excitement. He had never explored the forest before and was eager to take in all the sights, sounds, and smells. Little Bear was ready for an adventure. Little Bear was always a curious creature, and on this particular day he felt a strong urge to explore the forest. He took off running. Eager to see what he could find, he scampered through the trees. Marveling at the sights and sounds of the woods, he stopped to admire the bright colors of the flowers, the chirping of the birds, and the rustling of the leaves. He was determined to discover something new. Little Bear decided to explore the forest to satisfy his curiosity. He ventured into the unknown, taking in the sights and sounds of the natural environment. He was amazed by the beauty of the trees, the birds singing, and the freshness of the air. He felt a sense of awe and wonder as he explored the depths of the forest. Discovering new creatures and plants, Little Bear was enthralled by his adventure, and he was filled with excitement for what he might find. Little Bear was amazed to find a beautiful lake hidden deep in the forest. He had never seen anything like it before, and was filled with wonder. He slowly made his way around the lake, taking in the sights and sounds of the peaceful and tranquil environment. As he rounded the bend, he was met with an even bigger surprise. A family of beavers had made their home in the lake. Little Bear was overwhelmed with joy when he saw the surprise. His eyes lit up, and he ran over to it, eager to explore. He couldn't believe how big it was, and he was filled with excitement. He ran around it, touching its soft fur and admiring its beauty. He looked up at his parents and thanked them for the wonderful surprise. After being shocked by the surprise, Little Bear and his friends quickly formulated a plan. They decided to use the items they gathered from the forest to create a treehouse with the help of their parents. They would build a safe and fun place to explore and play. Little Bear was eager to start the project and was excited to see the finished product. In conclusion, Little Bear's curiosity and courage led him to discover a wonderful surprise in the forest. With the help of his friends, he was able to come up with a plan to make the most of the surprise. Little Bear's adventure showed us that it's important to be curious and brave in order to explore the world around us and uncover new possibilities. The adventurers have finally made the decision to embark on their journey after gathering the necessary supplies and meeting the group. They are now ready to set out on their quest with determination in their hearts. They set off into the unknown, ready to face whatever dangers may come their way. After deciding on a route and the members of the group, it was time to gather the necessary supplies for the journey. We started by packing tent set, sleeping bags, and other camping gear. We then went to the store to buy food, snacks, and other items we would need for the trip. We also made sure to bring plenty of water, as well as map, compasses, and other navigational tools. Finally, we checked our equipment to make sure everything was in good condition before setting off. We arrived at the meeting spot, ready to meet the rest of the group. We were all a bit nervous, But excited to begin our adventure, we exchanged introductions and stories of why we were here, and quickly felt at ease with each other. We were ready to embark on our journey, and the anticipation was palpable. After gathering the necessary supplies and meeting the group, we set out on our journey. We were all filled with anticipation and excitement, but also a little bit of fear. As we began to make our way into the unknown, we moved slowly and cautiously, taking in the sights and sounds of the unfamiliar terrain. As the sun began to set, we felt a sense of accomplishment that we had taken our first steps on our grand adventure. After a long day of travel, the group finally stopped for the night. They quickly set up camp and gathered around the fire to share stories and plan for the next day. As the night grew dark, the group moved closer together, offering comfort and support to one another. With the stars shining above them, the group felt a sense of unity and camaraderie that could only be found on the open road. The group quickly got to work planning the way ahead. They discussed the route they would take, the supplies they would need, and the potential dangers they could face. They also discussed strategies for dealing with any obstacles they might encounter. Everyone had a say in the decision-making process, and soon the group had a clear plan of action. With that, they set off on their journey, confident that they were well prepared for whatever lay ahead. In conclusion, our journey has been a long and difficult one, but it has been a worthwhile experience. We have learned a great deal about ourselves and each other, and we have grown stronger and more confident in our abilities. We have faced many challenges and have come out the other side a better group of people. We have forged a bond that will last a lifetime and have created memories that will stay with us forever. The adventurers had overcome their first challenge and were now ready to take on the next with courage and determination. They set out on a journey that would test their strength and resilience along the way. They faced many obstacles, but their determination never wavered. The journey would take them to the top of a mountain, deep into a mysterious cave, and finally, to the biggest challenge of all. With each step, they were closer to their ultimate goal and the big reward that awaited them. After the introduction, the adventurers faced their first challenge. They had to traverse a treacherous mountain path that was full of unexpected obstacles. With the help of their climbing gear and the strength of their determination, they managed to make it to the top of the mountain unscathed. The view from the summit was breathtaking, but it was only the first of many obstacles they would face on their journey. After the first challenge, the adventurers faced an even greater one, the big climb. Armed with ropes and harnesses, they began their ascent up the steep mountain. As they climbed higher and higher, the air became thinner and the terrain more treacherous with every step. They had to be careful not to slip or lose their footing. The adventurers persevered, and eventually they made it to the summit, where they were rewarded with an incredible view of the surrounding landscape. After making it to the top of the mountain, the adventurers set out to explore the mysterious cave they had seen from the peak. The entrance was hidden in the shadows, and the group was filled with a sense of anticipation as they made their way inside. As they ventured further in depth, they found a vast network of winding tunnels, each one leading to a new discovery. With each step, they were taken further into the unknown, and the sense of adventure only grew. The final challenge was the toughest of all. The adventurers had to scale a sheer cliff face, with no ropes or harnesses, and face the unknown dangers lurking in the deep cave at the top. It was a test of courage, strength, and endurance, and the adventurers had to dig deep to find the courage to face it after a long and arduous climb. They finally reached the top and ventured into the cave, ready to face whatever lay ahead. After completing the final challenge, the adventurers were rewarded with a valuable treasure. They had worked hard to get to this point, and were overjoyed to receive their reward. The adventurers were now wealthy and could use the money to buy whatever they wanted. They were also proud of their achievement and the strength and courage they had displayed throughout their journey. The big reward was a fitting end to their adventure. We had come a long way on our journey, and we were rewarded with a big surprise. After all the hard work and effort, we were able to overcome the challenges and come out victorious. We had accomplished something that we never thought we could do. We had not only achieved a great feat, but we had also learned a lot about ourselves and each other. We had grown as individuals and as a team, and that was the greatest reward of all.
If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from us. We'll be bringing you more exciting stories and videos like this one. See you next time.